You're watching CBS News Los Angeles, The Rundown.
Hi, everyone. I'm Susie Sun. Here are your top stories. We are following developing news out of Jefferson Park, where a violent crash took 2 lives. But first, we're tracking a big storm coming this weekend. Let's go right to Dani Ruberti with your next weather forecast. Hi, Dani.
Hey, Susie. Yeah, we are getting a better idea of how the storm is moving, what we're going to see going into our Easter weekend. And we are going to get the rain, the wind, and the snow. And that storm, it is on the move. It's made its way off the coast of Washington. This guy's going to dip down, and it's going to park itself off the coast of Southern California. And we are going to get downpours going into this upcoming weekend. Right now at home, though, things are still quiet. We're starting to see those clouds actually taking over right now. That marine layer is going to thicken overnight. This is all ahead of that storm, and that's why as we take a live look outside from that camera up at Mount Wilson Observatory, you're just kind of seeing this blanket of clouds. That's the valley underneath all of that, but we've got this kind of deck of clouds hanging out. That marine layer is going to thicken overnight, and we could even see a little bit of drizzle tomorrow morning, but the main piece of this storm, it's not going to get here until tomorrow night. So we are still dry going into our Friday afternoon. Rain starts Friday night. It is going to be soggy, cool, even blustery on our Saturday. And here's where the silver lining is in all of this. Even though Easter Sunday, it is going to be a rainy day and we could get some thunderstorms, it's likely that it is not raining all day Sunday. It's just going to be really hard to pinpoint exactly when these thunderstorms fire up, because when we get them, they move in fast and furiously, and they bring the heavy rain, the gusty winds, and even the potential for hail. So tomorrow we wake up in the Inland Empire, mostly cloudy skies out there, guys. Upper 40s, another chilly start. Tomorrow will feel noticeably cooler, but not a bad day. I mean, we're reaching the low 60s in the IE, areas like Riverside into San Bernardino, with a mix of clouds and sunshine. This is our last dry day, though. Everything starts moving in going into our Friday night, and it's going to be rainy for a lot of our weekend. So Friday night, rain starts. Saturday is going to be our rainiest day, but even Sunday, it's going to be tough, and then we're going to start to see those rain chances going down into Monday. So let's jump to timing so we can help you plan out your Easter. Be prepared to be flexible this weekend, though. I can imagine some outdoor plans having to be rescheduled or moved around. Friday still looks good. This is 6:15. We've still got clear skies in many areas. Clouds are starting to move in at this point, and then we get the rain late Friday night. Now we're going to start to see rain at about 8 o'clock through areas of Ventura County, but we don't get the heavy stuff until overnight hours. So this is around midnight, and you can see it moving into LA County and into Ventura County, and then boy, it just takes over during the overnight hours. Santa Clarita Valley, up in the mountains, Wrightwood, Big Bear getting in on that action with the snow, and then we've got rain ahead of that main frontal system, or that main front, through LA County into Orange County, and this is going to continue. You wake up Saturday morning and it's wet for everyone. We're talking really heavy rain through Fullerton into Santa Ana. This is close to 8 o'clock in the morning. Snow up in the mountains. We're seeing that through Burbank, the metro area, all of our valleys. And then once we get to about midday, still kind of treacherous through Orange County, the Inland Empire. But then it becomes a little bit more showery in nature for the second half of the day. We're not done with this stuff, though. You can still see these pockets of heavier showers popping up even going into Saturday night. And then we get to Sunday morning. This is 8 o'clock, and you still see that action through parts of Orange County and LA County. But there are going to be some periods where it's dry, pretty cloudy out there, and then we'll get the possibility for thunderstorms going into our Sunday afternoon. Coming up on KCAL News at 8, we are going to continue to track this storm for you. We're going to talk how much rain you could see, and also the potential for flooding and who is most at risk for that. This is going to be a very wet weekend with a very significant storm moving in and cooler temperatures. We'll have more on that on KCAL News at 8. Susie.
Dani, thank you so much. The storm also prompting some major cancellations this weekend, including at the Santa Anita track. Officials there have called off races for both Saturday and Sunday. A makeup card has been added for next Thursday at 1 p.m. And up in Bear Mountain Resort, the Big Break 2024 event has been pushed to next Saturday, April 6th, because of the heavy snow expected there. Tonight, 2 people killed, 1 person arrested in a violent crash in Jefferson Park. The crash happened just before noon at West 29th Street and Arlington Avenue, but investigators are still at the scene tonight. The LAPD says a driver in a black BMW sped through a red light, then slammed into 2 parked cars. 2 people inside the BMW died. Officers arrested the driver, who tried to run away but was stopped by Good Samaritans.
This street is a really busy street. A lot of people sometimes run the light, drive really fast. So I'm not surprised. It's just really disappointing that it happened and someone passed. But, you know, it happens a lot. People speed a lot on this street.
And KCAL News reporter Lauren Posen is working on this investigation and story, and will have much more for us ahead at 10. Two men now face murder charges in the death of a man eating at an LA Live restaurant last year. KCAL News reporter Joy Benedict is working on that story.
It took 4 months, but the Los Angeles Police Department and LA County District Attorney have announced 2 arrests in the death of a man shot and killed here at LA Live back in November. It happened November 28th inside this restaurant, Fixin's Soul Kitchen, at about 6 o'clock in the evening. That's when investigators say the 42-year-old was simply sitting at the counter having dinner when someone walked up behind him, shot him in the head. He died at a nearby hospital. But the incident, of course, happened right in a very packed LA Live in the middle of the dinner rush when there were other people inside the restaurant. So today, the district attorney did announce the arrest of 2 individuals, the one who they say pulled the trigger, and another man who they say helped organize the entire crime and set it up. They say they are still looking for possible more individuals, including a getaway driver who dropped the person off who went in and then committed that shooting. Now, as for the man who died, we don't have a lot of information about him right now, but we do know his name is Sidney Barrett Morris. He was 42 years old when he was killed back in November. He had most recently worked at CSUN as a diversity and inclusion director there. Right now, investigators, again, are still looking into this case as they're trying to figure out what this motive was, what prompted this killing. But they say right now they do not believe it was random. They believe that Morris was targeted.
This has been CBS News Los Angeles, The Rundown. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back live at 8 here on CBS News Los Angeles.